open up our eyes and see the reality and open up our mouths and speak about what we see. Not sugarcoating things, not just doing what society deems as what the norm is. So it's like
people tired of the same mundane on the radio. They want to hear what's going on in the streets.
Right.
But
and this is what's going on. This is what's up.
Pull up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call podcast shows, the pull-up show. Because the streets is pulling up to the world.
Oh, my stars. Oh. Oh my stars. Yeah. Recently my phone been ringing off the hook. Where you been? With the crooks getting money.
What's up, everybody? Another extraordinary episode of Influenced Opinions. I can't stop laughing. Season 1, if y'all familiar, I had 2 extraordinary guests on here, and they're back, you know. I'm going to let these young men introduce themselves. If y'all familiar with Season 1, y'all will know. If not, you need to go back and watch Season 1 and then check this episode out. But let them introduce themselves and y'all can get familiar. Go ahead, young man.
My name is Greg from Love of Duncan. What else? I did the 420 or the 820 show.
Yeah, the Loud of the Reggie.
Yeah,
right?
the Loud of the Reggie joint. You know what I'm saying?
420.
And about it.
Yeah, okay. And young man, go ahead and let them know who you are.
I'm Crazy for Crazy Tactical. And y'all probably seen me in
multiple shows.
Yeah, multiple shows. 420, Memorial Day, Soldier Story, and
For the Love of Duncan. Matter of fact, you was on the last show for the season finale too as well.
Yeah.
You know, the good, the bad, the ugly season finale. So not to overshadow them, but yeah, they was definitely on some episodes, and a lot of people really enjoyed For the Love of Duncan. But tonight's episode is Why Am I Single? And we're putting it together with this whole dating life thing. So we're just going to have a discussion about the dating life and why are we actually single right now. So, speaking about this dating life thing, it's funny because we were all sitting around, we were talking, and we were trying to figure out, is it us or is it the women? So I just wanted to start it off and just say, I know with myself, I have certain flaws when it comes to interacting with women. But then I know women do certain things that throw me off. And it look like you're ready. Look.
Well, first, it's a stigmata around that whole, why am I single? All of us probably question it yourselves that if you are single or living a single life or something like that. But a lot of times the reason why is because it's by choice.
Very true.
It's not a bad thing,
Right.
You don't. I mean, nowadays for me, I look at it to where like it's too much going on, and a lot of people's playing around these days. So,
right.
Yeah, a whole lot of games.
A lot of games?
A lot of games out this show.
Oh, yeah?
I'd rather be single for that. Too many games.
Right.
Wait for somebody to come for me.
Right.
I can't do that no more.
Right.
Too many games out here. But, yeah. I don't know. I like the single life sometimes. I mean, but I always want a companion sometimes, too. So it's kind of like a mix with me.
Right. And it's funny because I was saying to myself earlier, during this time of the year, in the summertime, all of y'all know I'm in the DMV area, so it's summertime here. And so it's like a full-on freak fest now, you know what I mean? So I had my fun.
It's like Freaknik in the summertime. That's gonna be wild. It's like, man, you gotta hold your composure because everything that look good ain't good.
Very true, very true. But then see, when the holiday times come around, then that's when I start getting in that mode. Like, wow,
Or trying to
why am I
hibernate.
single? You know
Trying
what
to
I'm saying?
hibernate. Huh?
Yeah. When it's time to hibernate, I
Hibernate.
want to be with somebody, and it's like, dang, you know, I haven't been to that point where I found that person where
You can
I could
hibernate
just
with-
be hibernate with them, summer, spring, fall, winter, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Y'all ever been to that point?
Nah.
I mean, I want to.
Yeah.
Every man want to.
And I ain't mean no. I haven't been to the point to where you're at. Like,
Right.
And I guess most men, or that's how we was brought up
Right.
at that time, is the family and
Right.
you know what I'm saying, showing your family the world or whatever you can on vacations in the summertime and doing Christmas stuff and in the Thanksgivings and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you want to lead that. Well, me personally, I do.
Right.
I don't want to be no single dude and bouncing to different
Clubs and stuff, lounges. Yeah.
different clubs, lounges, or going to different family functions. It's not my family, man.
Yeah.
I want to start my own.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it.
But like, shoot, a lot of people out here, even they running around trying not to be single with people, and they don't even want to start their own. They just there just to be there. I mean, that's the reason why I'm like, and content with that. Like, I'd rather be single because it's like, man, some of these females out here be just on setup missions, and I ain't got time for it. I'd rather be on my beats, but I hear like a lot of men be on the same thing, so I can't really knock them for like things they do. But in the same category, it's like, dude, do I want to invest my time and effort to even build something with somebody that I know 6 months from now is a complete knucklehead? Like, yeah, nah. I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
Right. Now I can
Like, for all
respect it.
that, I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather be single till like I find somebody that's like worth it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, dude, I see too many people that I see that's like heartbroken and tormented, and like a lot of emotional state people out here just before just chasing relationships that they know ain't going nowhere.
Right.
They just chasing it, and that's like,
And
Right.
it's
oh,
some
there you
kind
might-
of
you might as
form of retardation.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
why
stupidity.
don't you be
Yeah.
single?
Yeah. That's the
At
best
the end of
thing.
the day, you're dealing with somebody that's not going to benefit a damn thing with you. So it's like, what is the worth? What is it used to? I mean, you're just wasting time. In other words, I mean, at the end of the day, I thought when you try to be in a relationship or try to find somebody, you know what I'm saying, and not be single, it's more of you find somebody you can be compatible with, build with, and stuff like that.
Right.
Somebody's going to have your back when you need them and stuff like that. These folks ain't looking at it for me. that ain't happening no more. I mean, I'm sorry. It just ain't happening no more. Nowadays, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, you find the genuine ones, and then you find, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the genuine ones is more like they don't want to, like, they want to, like, they say like this, they don't want to be single, and then once you be with them for a while, do you realize why they exactly don't want to be single? It's like, you know, you could have told me this before we even started doing
Right.
it. Like, you just wasted, like, 4 months of my life for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I mean, see, that's why I say, man, this is wild because, like how you say, you touched on settling. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not settling with nobody just because she makes good money.
I mean,
or
yeah, but
because
definitely
she
you got,
looks good.
Yeah, and I
You
see
know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
people do that, and
Yeah.
yeah, those would be the worst people you ever meet on the world. Like, you be like, man, what happened to you? It's just like, man, you know, I had to go home to that bee of a wife and this and that, and I'm just like, I thought you was happy.
Yeah.
So why are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we just bought that $900,000 house, and I'm just like, okay, you just got, homie, because like that house has been sold.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm about to go live in this trailer park. Keep this little Honda wagon, and I'm about to rough in about 6 months of this house. So we bought a sell jump for like $500,000. I don't care how much, but we getting this jump
How
done.
much you lose, you
I
just
don't
not
care.
gonna deal
We just
with
not dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with you, and we just gonna split it down the middle, and you figure it out from there.
Right.
I'm
Right.
chucking the deuces. I'm
Give
gonna
the
be in
deuces.
Tibet, burning the first 50 stacks of that house, trying to get my life back together.
Oh man, stop it.
But
But no, I mean it's like, yeah, a lot of people, you know, it's like, so I guess we can all say we're not content, but we're looking at it as, okay, we're single and it is what it is. If we find that person, then that's even better. But we're just not just like, oh man, we're single and I need to find somebody. let me just find whoever, you know. And a lot of people, I see a lot of people do that. They just jump to whatever comes their way. Like, man, I don't want to be single no more. I don't want to get with somebody. You know, it's wild. But that's why I say it's like it's a catch-22 because all of us, we can agree that we would love to have someone that's there for us, that we can build with, we could say that's our significant other, that's our wife or whatever, you know. But at the same time, we're not just willing to just settle for anything.
And then like a lot of things, 80% of what's out here is anything. I don't even try to put it down because it's like men and women included. It's anything. You got men out here that swear they men and just don't have just. I mean, I know they don't have a clue on really life. Like people don't understand. They don't. These days, it's like hard to be in a relationship with people because a lot of people that you deal with or you see don't really value the small things in life. It's like everybody's chasing the bigger goal or okay, I need that big house and stuff. Like if you like, for example, like, okay, let's say if you really got interested in the person or whatever, and you be like, okay, well, if somebody actually married you, what would you need? You know, most females will give you that crazy stuff, and it's like if you ask this female off the, you know, just first date, you just asking like long-term goals and stuff like that, you get crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying, from females, and you hear females say stuff to crazy men, and I'd be like, yeah, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna go buy $6,000 ring. I don't care how much. I mean, but that's anybody. I mean, some people would be like, yeah, well, I got it, I'll do it. I mean, that's just me, dog. You gotta show me more love. Like, to me, $6,000 ain't good if I don't know you for 6 months.
Right.
Nah, when we get like 2 years in it, oh yeah, you're gonna get that $6,000 ring. But I mean, I just like with me, a lot of people put a lot of, in other words, what I'm trying to say is a lot of people put a lot of effort and affection in trying to meet somebody or try to do for somebody in 3 months and really don't know how that person is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they usually get content on that's how it is. And then that's why the relationship don't last long. Because at the end of the day, you know, once 6 months, 7 months, 8, people get lazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then you start seeing the real person. Right. And then it's like, okay, dag, I done put all this money, time, effort into this young, and I kind of find out real. It's like, oh, or a lot of people, you know, do that stuff or like, you know, get out here and just want to have unprotected sex all the time and popping kids out the way. And it's like, well, you knew she was crazy before you even had sex with her, so why you ain't just strap up anyway? You don't have no crazy kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, dog, you know, sometimes it ain't worth, like I tell a lot of people, like, you know, it ain't, at the end of the day, dog, it ain't worth, you know, the orgasm or the you know what I'm saying, just because
it's worth more than that.
Yeah, it's you being in a relationship or trying to not be single, because I mean, you can't build nothing off of sex unless y'all just both some nymphos and, you know, that's the drug that you need in your life. That ain't gonna work. Right. I seriously doubt it ain't gonna work for too long neither. But I mean, that's how I look at it.
But you know, it's funny that you said that though, because I was just thinking and just looking within myself. You know, like you put it out there, like it's not just women and it's not just men. But I think a lot of times, especially since the panel, we're all men. You know, I wanted to do this show to kind of like show people. Like, we can look within ourselves and really say, why are we single? You know, like for myself, I know I'm single because of the fact that I have certain standards that I want to uphold. I know there's certain things that I'm still not in touch with the opposite sex because, you know, I want to, you know, if I was able to mold a certain woman, I want this woman to look a certain way. I want her to be able to come to the table with certain things. And it's like, in reality, am I going to be able to get all of those things in one? I may not. Yeah. But am I willing to deal or settle with a woman who may be able to come with 2 or 3 of those options? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I know within myself, I have to say that I haven't been able to say that I'm content with just one woman. I'll be with one woman and I'll feel magnificent about her. But then as soon as I leave out and I see another bad chick, then I'll probably be like, oh man, I wonder what she's about. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of makes me feel like a dog. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how many other men out here that are viewing can relate. And I don't want the women that are viewing to look at me bad, but I'm just being honest and I'm just being realistic. I think there's a lot of other men that probably can agree with me. You know what I mean? Like, I can have this love for this one chick, and then once I get around other females, can I really, like, suppress those feelings to not go after them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, question, man.
Go ahead, talk to me.
How would you feel
Mm-hmm.
if you had a girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
that said that exact same thing to you?
If I had a girlfriend that said that,
Not even to you, or
right.
you heard her say that statement.
How would I feel?
How would you feel, or if she had a mindset like that?
Well, I would feel some type of way because that would be my girlfriend. But now people are hearing me say that and I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not attached to nobody. So it's not like I can really hurt nobody's feelings. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm in a relationship with you and I hear you say that, that would be pretty deep. So I learned that, you know what, it's probably better for me not to be in a relationship until I can tame that. And I did a show one time before about relationships and marriages, and it's about like almost being able to tame that beast within us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you can't tame that, then maybe it's not meant for you to be, in
That's
that.
the kind of thin line, I think.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It really is.
Because like taming the beast, is that an excuse?
Well, I wouldn't say it's an excuse. I would say as men, as we grow and as we evolve, we're probably supposed to be able to get rid of those types of,
I mean, like some people look at marriage as different.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And some people look at commitments different than others.
No question.
Some people look at commitments just like as marriages. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Or depending on the situation, living couples and all that.
Right.
And me, trust is a lot.
Oh, no question.
Especially if you like living with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I could be having all types of stuff going on, and I need to trust you. You know what I mean?
Very
and
true.
I lose that.
It's done.
It's done deal.
Yeah.
So like, if I was just kind of it kind of just threw me off because I was just like, if everybody thought like that,
we'd be fucked up. We would be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Mike, come on. I mean,
yeah.
We all been around,
Very
but like
true.
I was just
Very
like,
true.
come on, man. If everybody was that competitive over a mate,
Yeah.
people would be dead more than what is going on,
Right.
and be like, well, I think marriage is kind of dwindling.
But if you think about it, people are competitive like that over just materials and looks anyway.
Very true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like if you got a good situation,
Like
and
when I
you see somebody that might even looks attempting, like that's why they say the grass is now always
green is right on the other side. Right. But I mean, do you not get caught up in that?
nah.
You don't?
No.
See, that's good. I know I do.
Nah.
Do you get caught up in that? See, I know I do.
No,
And here's the thing. Since we're talking about this,
Uh-huh.
I look at like if I jump into a situation, right, a relationship or whatever, I know how I'm going to react.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect that person to react like me.
You expect them. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Nah, 'cause
So-
you said
so,
respect,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I expect them, and
Right.
I respect that space
Okay.
for them to act like how I would react.
Right.
So if I feel like zapping out, I understand.
If they was
They want to zap out too.
Right.
So nobody want their person to zap out on or you know what I'm saying, or something worse than that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like consequences and repercussions is all day, every day, man.
No question.
And you know what I'm saying? If you got a situation that's good for you, why mess that up, man?
But sometimes we want our cake and eat it too.
You can't have it.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's good
And
that you said that.
you're a grown man,
You should
and
understand that, right?
I can understand probably your 20s, and I learned that when I was in my 20s.
Right.
But everybody don't.
Right.
But I give you 20. If you like in your 20s, I can give you that.
Right.
But if you in your 30s, 40s,
yeah.
50s, and 60s, and you keep getting burnt by the stove, man, you're fucking You're retarded.
Yeah. I got you.
That goes for women too.
Yeah,
I actually was trying. I was actually talking about men, but
it's for both. It's for both, right?
Because it's some retardos walking around here, boy, on this face of the earth, man. Worldwide, man. We see it every day.
But see, I think it's just like, with all of that, I mean, that's just like the same thing with men. I think it's more like family structures, dude, with that whole situation. It's
very true.
It's a family structure and with the community. It
It
ain't like how we was when we was growing up. I look at it nowadays like, we was like the last generation.
I'm gonna tell you something, man, and I agree with you a little bit.
We was like
but
the
just
last generation.
think about this, Greg. How many families grew up watching the Cosby Show?
Everybody.
How many families lived like the Cosby Show?
Nobody.
And how many families wanted to live like the Cosby Show?
Everybody.
Now, get this. If my family's all estranged and running amok, and I don't have both of my parents, I'm in the projects, I'm in a broken home. You think when I do get out, I'm going to treat my family like that? Or I'm going to keep living like that?
Man, at one point in time, you gotta just separate yourself.
No,
I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people don't separate themselves, man. A lot of people don't separate themselves from their family to make themselves better.
I mean,
that's just reality because I see a lot of people out here.
A lot of people use that for an excuse, bro.
No, I mean just relationships and anything like that. I mean, you just see people out here that destroy their own relationships or their own well worth of dealing with another person or building a relationship because the fact is they're afraid to leave their family or afraid to leave their you know what I'm saying, what they know. You know what I'm saying? And it could be like the other person could be better for them or whatever the situation, but they too afraid. Dog, you know how people that I've actually met in like this area that has not left, like this area, and it's like, dude, like really,
you haven't seen that.
Like, and it's like, dog, you don't see nothing, but you know what I'm saying. But you can tell everybody about what's going on the first three corners of this block. But after they go past that, dog,
you have no clue.
You go to Kings Dominion and you like, oh, what am I at? You know what I'm saying? This is like, dude, like, come on, man.
Kings Dominion.
But it'd be like, dog,
shout out to Richmond.
I actually see folks like that, and it's just like, man. Like, dog, it's like some people that I pick, folks that I used to know that stay in the city. Like, dog, I take them out to, like, the suburbs where we used to stay at. Or take them out, up in Marlboro and stuff. They be like, wow, dude, this is beautiful, dog.
But, yeah, I mean, but I mean, you gotta say to yourself, though, that's a whole different lifestyle. I mean, because if you're coming from an inner city lifestyle, and you're coming out to the suburbs. But I mean, it's going to be different. I mean, but to us, we don't see it like that.
You know what I say it like this? You know why I say it like that? Because I look at it like this, though. You're 10 minutes. Get out and see. You're 10 minutes away.
Very true.
I can see if that's what I'm talking about. You're 10 minutes away.
So you need to expose yourself.
You don't know what you can't go further than the metro.
Yeah.
Nobody has a car.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody wanted to say let's go to Six Flags.
But with that being said, though. Those obviously aren't people that I'm gonna be interested in. You know what I'm saying?
And then you go right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But now I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level though, because like we didn't touch bases on all these different aspects. So I'm gonna bring in another aspect to it though.
Oh my stars.
Oh, you watching the video?
Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Do the math.
Yeah. Recently, my phone been ringing off the hook. Where you been? With the crooks.
The other aspect is, as far as dating women, I got two things. One thing, when I was dating women, one thing that I used to come across with is, first of all, I have two daughters. You have kids. You don't have no kids, crazy. So, a lot of times, they didn't want to respect or they couldn't understand the time that I needed for my kids, right? So that's one thing. Second thing is that, as far as taking a woman out, I have no problem with taking a woman out, showing them a good time as far as courting. But what I refuse to do is, I don't want to, if I have nothing invested in you and we're just getting to meet each other, should I take you out to the Mandarin Oriental, you know what I'm saying, on the first date? I don't think I should. And I think a lot of guys have really set this bar because they really, really want this woman. And I'm not saying that I may not want her, but at the same time, you decide that you want to do this based on what premise. You know what I'm saying? Because if I want you, it doesn't mean how much money I spend on you. I'll spend the money. That's no question. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But go ahead.
I agree with you though. I feel you on that. And
she going to Denny's first date.
Well, I won't take her to Denny's though. You know.
I mean, you never know.
Well, I don't eat Denny's.
I'm on
Ruby Tuesdays.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Each situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You might be in
Yeah,
mess around on the first day. You might be in an emergency room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Waiting for something, and it never even seemed like it would have been that type of night. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would tell.
Hold on. Let me just clarify this because people probably like in the emergency room. What the hell are you talking?
Well, I mean, like you know, you might have a date or something, and we seen it on the movies. You might never expected to be in somewhere, but it ended up being all right. And you know, and like in the emergency room.
Hold on, you go to the emergency room?
Well, emergency room, like
Hold up.
No, stop.
like emergency room.
Right, something might have happened. You
You
might have been taking a long romantic walk and somebody.
Or you could have been. You could have been.
Beat up on the date. Nah, go ahead.
You could have had to write a statement or something. You could have been a witness or something.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Happened.
Or your date was a doctor.
Okay, she might have had to go to work.
She had to go to work. You go to her job and y'all eat in the cafeteria. Come on, man. Everything don't gotta be bad.
That is,
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, those people that look for dates like that.
Yeah, you do have a good mind. I have to give you that because I would have never thought about that.
My mind was going down.
like, what is he talking about, right? That's good. I like that. That was a good comeback. But go ahead. Because I knew he was going down.
No, I wasn't going down, bro.
Go ahead.
But
no,
see,
I said my mind
those type of people,
mm-hmm.
you know, I mean, people need to wake up, man.
Right.
Because, like, me, I wouldn't even think about taking, just like you. None of that is going to be in my radar for no first date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to be invested. I need to know you. I need to understand you. Because I look at it like this. Like, first of all, like, I mean, you know, chivalry isn't dead. I think we can all respect that. Chivalry isn't dead with me. I don't think none of y'all feel chivalry is dead. I want to treat a woman the way she should be treated. I have two daughters.
But she has to be a woman and be able to know how to be treated.
Right.
And she know how to treat you too.
Very true.
A lot of these women out here just, I don't know. They don't know how to be treated themselves, or I just think they don't know how to love themselves, so they don't know how to love nobody else.
Very true.
And that's what I think that is.
Okay, so we got that understood. Like the women that we're going to be affiliated with.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about the other ones.
We're talking about the women that want to be treated.
We're not
that
talking
way
about the big bite
and
big gulp joints. That's what you get, and then you know what I'm saying. I talk to you later. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the ones that we actually see a relationship with.
Very true.
There you go.
All right. So the thing about it is that, you know, like, I don't have no problem with opening the door, all that type of stuff, right? I don't have no problem with spending no money on a woman. Like, if I really feel a certain way about it, but on the first date, I can't do it because I don't know where we stand at. I'm just starting to get to know you. And to me, I have to level up with this woman, and I feel that women will probably feel the same way. If the tables were turned,
I won't take it from her if she tried to do anything like that too on the first date. I wouldn't.
Right. If she wanted to take you out to, but first of all, I don't think no woman is gonna take me out to no flamboyant place. You know what I mean? To spend a whole bunch of money on me just on the first date. I don't see that happening.
A lot of times, a lot of people. Yeah, like I don't know who made and
this
threw
rule.
that bar
Where did this come
there.
through? Yeah,
but I'd have met a lot of women, good women, that don't mind, you know, the parks, the picnics.
Yeah, to be honest with you, dog.
Yeah, that should be a first date, right?
You know what I'm saying?
To walk
the
and
day
talk.
trips, getting to know each other on a different serene.
You don't know what they like.
Yeah.
So like those type of females, I try to. I already know what their plan is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because I ain't trying to go to Uncle Johnny cookout. Not on the first date. Nah, I don't know Uncle Johnny. I don't know your family.
You know, so like.
Right.
Yeah, that's some real. That's
Nah, that is real. That is real.
You
that
be
is
one
real.
uncomfortable guy.
Right. Because you don't know nobody.
But
there.
she gonna throw you to the woods to see if you even
Yeah,
capable
exactly.
of being.
Like, I want to see if you can handle my family. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't want to do that
See,
on the
this-
first date.
Let me call the homies. I know. Yeah, my homie live right around the corner.
Right.
Because I don't even trust Uncle Johnny. I see him already looking at me crazy. Oh, and Uncle Billy just got out last week? Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah, it's just wild, man. But I mean, the whole significance of the whole dating life thing is just deep. And I know we could probably come back and do another episode on it, man, because it's so deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we can keep going. I mean, we just really just merely just touched the surface on it. And it's like, you know, like I think men and women need to really view this and really see like what each side goes through. You know what I mean? Of course, we can't talk for the women, but we can talk for the men who have experienced things with women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we all can agree that we would want to probably eventually be with someone, you know,
most definitely.
but we're just not willing to settle for just someone, and it doesn't really genuinely make us happy. You know what I mean? Because I know that's me. I don't want to just say I'm with someone just to say I'm with someone. I want to be with someone to be able to say I'm officially with her, and eventually I would want that to evolve into
something
us
special.
creating a union, you know?
Exactly, yeah. The teamwork make the dream work. That type of
Teamwork
relationship.
makes the dream work.
That type
Remember
of
that, y'all.
relationship. You don't want one. Oh, you down? I gotta go meet a new crown. You don't want them.
I'm down. I gotta go meet. You down? I gotta go meet a new crown.
Like you down on your luck, so I gotta go. You don't even want them type junkies.
You a good guy, man.
Yeah, you know
For the love of Duncan.
No, I'm just
Duncan is back, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just me.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that is
Just
you.
me.
That is. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's all. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Love could be out there. I gotta find it. That's that right now. I think that joint hide in the bushes somewhere. Rather than that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find it someday.
Oh, yeah. Nah, no question. We'll definitely find it, you know?
It might find us, though.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to be open to it and just be ready
Yeah,
for
you
it.
Dodge the
Right.
fuckery.
Yeah, get through all that. You got to be, first of all, you got to have an open mind and have your eyes open and ears open to understand what's real and what's not.
Exactly.
To see through all the facade. You know, I done met so many people that's superficial. I love females that's getting money, that's doing good for themselves, that got the nice bags, nice shoes, all of that. But if they're so superficial, where as though that's all they live by, I can't do nothing with
Hey,
you.
you can be Mario Brothers out here. You can be going to every.
What?
You gonna be at every castle, and then the princess gonna be the wrong one. Right there, man. You going to them at like stage 15. Then it be secret stages. That's how it is when you're in a relationship game. It be secret stages and all that. Man, by the time you're over, you done threw the controller of the TV. Forget. Like I don't even think about relationship no more, man.
Hey, I love his analogy, but look, that's enough for this episode, man. I'm gonna have these two dudes out here again, man. And we just wanted to break the surface on this subject. It's so many angles that we can touch on it. We may come back and touch on it again, but I'm gonna let them give you their tags on Instagram if y'all want to reach out to them. Holler at them, hit them up. Go ahead, let them know.
Man, I be mostly on Facebook. I'm not even Instagram like that. I be on Instagram once in a while, but not that much. I be having a problem. They be like forgetting my password. I'm being honest with you. So if you just catch me, just look for my name, Gregory Duncan, and just pick a profile. How about that?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Look, that's what's up. Go ahead, Crazy.
All right, man. Crazy tactical. You can get me at KTac or hashtag Crazy Tactical. You'll catch me.
That's what's up. Hey, so until the next time, man. Like we always say, we all have influenced opinions.
I'm rolling and blowing, fuck it, I'ma go for
I used to cop in the valley, they lob in the alley. I'm on my Vince Carter shit. Trapping in colleges, me and my partners was balling. You wasn't a part of it. My money be talking about money, your money be lying and arguing. My money can buy you a startup kit, since y'all niggas always wanna start some shit.